Hey podcaster, I'm Tim Wohlberg, your podcast performance coach, with another actionable tip so you can grow your podcast authority, generate leads, and convert with ease. Today's tip is use dynamic ads to get more people in and through your funnel. For the longest time, I've been saying, don't run ads in your show. If you're podcasting for your business, you should not be running ads in your show. Your show is the ad. I'm going to say that again. Your show is the ad. The show is all about building your authority and creating a level of know, like, and trust with your audience so that you can convert them with greater ease. But you clicked on this episode to find out how to put ads in your show, and now you're scratching your head thinking, what the hell is wrong with this guy? He's nuts, or he's just a big fat jerk. The answer is yes. Wait a minute, was there a question? Anyway, let me explain how and when and what kinds of ads you can break this no ads rule for. Before we dive into that, let me clarify things. There are ads that you can run on your show that are by a third party, someone else promoting their business on your show. You may have even signed up to a publishing platform that automatically does this. This is what I have always said and will always say is a bad idea for a business that is using their podcast as a marketing tool. Don't sell your audience to someone else. Sell to your audience instead. It's going to make you a lot more money than the pennies you're going to get from third-party ads. And doing your own ads won't come with the risk of compromising your brand's integrity. So let's say if you're a chiropractor marketing your business with a podcast, you don't want a mattress company on your show telling your audience a new mattress is going to fix their back problems. Gee, no, I'm going to fix your back problems. So avoid selling out your audience and start selling to your audience. This is something that will happen naturally if you, one, have a podcast that is beautifully aligned to your business, and two, have your CTAs dialed in like a mofo. But a lot of my clients want to promote things that are timely, and they don't want those things to live forever on their podcast episodes, which I get. Imagine you've done a great job with your episode title, and that episode pops up in someone's Google search. That's amazing. You've done great SEO work. You know your audience. You know the problems that you're solving. Then they listen and love everything you do, and can't wait to get to the end when you share how they can work with you. But wait, you're promoting a masterclass for December 1st, 2019. Yeah, not cool. You could upload a new version of that episode without the promotion of that dated offer, but now there's no next step for that ready-to-go listener. This was a common issue for a lot of my clients, which was why many of them are now using dynamic ads. If you've never heard of this, it's an ad that you can place on your show either as a pre-roll before the episode, a mid-roll at a designated time in the middle, or a post-roll that's right at the end of your show. You can have these ads play on every single one of your episodes while they are relevant, and then replace them with something else once they become dated. And the flexibility of these ads is pretty great because you can usually play them on each episode of your entire library or just the ones that you want them to play on. Scheduling start and stop campaigns is very easy too on most of these platforms. And in between your timely offers, you might run evergreen ads that could push your social media channels or email list. You can also use this service for third-party ads. You know how I feel about this though. But if you decide to sell ad space on your show, at least this way, it will hopefully be congruent with your brand and message, right? Right? I mean, it's a fit. It's got to fit, right? My clients have also used this option to promote things that they are affiliates for. And I love it for this use, especially because if you are an affiliate for a product or a service, then chances are it's because you believe in it and it would be of value to your listeners. Affiliate ads can be great placeholders between your launches or campaigns too. This is going to greatly improve your podcast ROI. You might also use dynamic ads to share when the doors are open or closed for a membership or a program that you have. Maybe seasonal announcements that matter to your audience, or an announcement of a new lead magnet that they may want to download. But before we get too far down this path, let's talk about some of the best practices. The first thing is what I've been talking about. Be intentional with the ads you put on your show. If you don't have something worthwhile to promote, like your own sale or event or a carefully selected affiliate, then you don't have to run anything. Remember, your audience has a choice to not listen to your show at all, so don't compromise that relationship for a few bucks. The second best practice is also about respecting your audience. Keep those ads short. You remember that song back in the 90s? Too legit to quit. Well, make your ads quick. Make them really quick, so they're too quick to skip. I apologize, I will not sing again. Okay, do not make them take their hands out of the dishwater or stop their dog walk just to avoid listening to your promotion. This brings us to the third best practice. Make your ads fun and not like ads at all. Remember, you have a relationship with your audience, so don't suddenly bust out your infomercial script. Just talk to them, have some fun, and tell them why they should be taking action. And the final best practice for using ads in your podcast is to remember that they are dynamic, meaning don't make the mistake of making them static. Update them regularly. Set a schedule so that you know they are up to date, because this is about serving your listener and helping them take the next step, and not promoting a masterclass from 2019. Remember, if someone is going to make money from your audience, it should be you. Don't put third-party ads on your show. Serve your listener and your business by using dynamic ads that clearly lay out the next step for your fans to work with you. And I hope that's just the tip you need. Now, the first step, if you're considering using dynamic ads, is checking to see if your current podcast host offers this as a tool. You might need to upgrade your current plan for that feature. It usually adds a few more dollars to your monthly plan, but it could have a very big impact on how you share your offers and how many you sell. If you want to talk about if using dynamic ads will work for your show, just grab one of my free podcast coaching sessions. Book your free podcast coaching session by using the link in the show notes or by going to podcastperformancecoach.com. I'm Tim Wohlberg. See ya!